Last time on The Wandering Path.
With a decree from Gwen's office, we now have an official team name for our heroes, the Investigative Safety Brigade. Ooh, so professional. And it's not just our 4 players either. Paz is signed on too, as is Gordon's new dog, BG. But before anything else, Fran, Ibra, and Paz headed to the spot in the dustpan that Thorgun told them about. Just an empty courtyard? Of course not! It took them a minute, but with some timely remote help from JJ, they finally figured out the puzzle of the secret hidden door. All caught up? Okay, then let's see what's around the bend, today, on The Wandering Path. Fran and Ibra and Paz descend ramshackle steps made of rusted out pieces of metal sheeting and like wood and different bric-a-brac magically patchworked and cobbled together to form perfectly level steps descending into a dark basement below street level.
I'm so enamored already. I turned to Ibra, I'm like, hey, just don't tell anybody about how hard it was for us to get in here.
Oh, I would never.
Okay, sick.
It was so easy,
much.
We got it immediately.
Totally.
My lips are sealed.
Thank you, Paz.
Thank you, Paz.
You are a homie.
Until we get out of here, and I'm definitely going to tell JJ and Gordon.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Paz.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, thank you.
No, Fran, you deserve this.
Okay.
The magical thing, it's really finally happened.
I know. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going down the stairs.
Is there a handrail?
I think there is a handrail.
Oh,
I think
nice.
Cool. I know they're all level, but still.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of place where Paz like goes to instinctively reach for one, and like one forms out of the metal business of the wall to like meet your hand, like a little piece of like sort of Schedule 40 pipe.
And they're accessible?
I love
These
it here.
people are amazing.
Who are these?
I don't know.
I super appreciate it. I do feel like hand railings on stairs are the bare minimum. I do appreciate you guys.
Honestly, you know what? Yes, you are right.
You're not wrong. We
Speak
appreciate
on
the
it.
bare minimum.
Yes.
This is an ADA approved.
Not sponsored.
No free ads.
Deep in the stairwell, down in the darkness, you can hear the clinking and clanking as the staircase finishes building itself and locking into place. And when you reach that bottom, a soft, dim light emanates from the doorway. You step through and enter into a workshop. It's a large open space hewn from the earth, the walls being held back by walls of cobbled scrap and metal and wood and stone. It's kind of an impossible place, and you think about the portion of the broken heart of the constellation that you came in through, and I think you wonder how that structure that you saw embedded into the ground and this space, how they can coexist down here together. Like, it feels like this room shouldn't be here.
Cool.
You get down to the bottom, and it's a wide open work studio. There's rows of thick, sturdy wooden workbenches lined with desk lamps glowing with incandescent light. Generally the only lighting in the room, giving the space a twilight glow.
Cool.
At the workbenches sit a few pale artisans in thick leather aprons, hammering on projects and coordinating neat stacks of what look like notepaper. Off in one corner, there's a circle of people sitting in chairs, and at first glance, it looks like they're braiding each other's hair.
Oh.
And then as you look, you see them drawing their hands away from people's temples and coming away with like white filaments and weaving them. And then people taking bundles of these threads and bring them to the second station at which sit people deftly weaving at 4 giant looms.
Oh my God. Weavers.
Overseeing all of them is a later middle-aged dwarf dressed in armor of like dark composite plates that has little sockets all over each of them, carrying an enormous hammer with almost what looks like an engine on the back of it.
Oh my God.
Carrying it like a maester's staff as he strides back and forth across this room, overseeing everything.
Who's that there?
Friends. Hands up. Just like, Thorgun sent us?
Oh, Thorgun Boomslang you're talking about?
Yes. He gave us
Wonderful.
the card.
And your name is?
My name's Fran. This is Ibra, and this is our friend Paz.
Hi.
Well, I'm not sure exactly why Thorgan sent you down here, but you're here to what? Contribute to the cause, or?
I'm here to learn.
Wonderful. And I assume that you are not even sure what you are here to learn.
Yep, Thorgan is a mystery wrapped inside an enigma, bent into a question mark inside of a haunting nightmare that I only hope to one day understand.
So he's not gotten better then, has he?
Oh, he's been the same? This was not like this was not the falling action of an Act 2 I didn't see. It was just Act 1 the whole time.
He's always been like this?
Let me give you a little bit of background. My name is Fuller Silvering. I am the engineer and overseer of this workshop and the educator, as best I can be, of the students within its walls.
Yes, say hello to Fuller Silvering, played by our good friend and first guest on the podcast, Julian Mundy.
Hey,
Hi.
wow, hey, huge distinction to be first guest on the show. I'm so glad to be included in this really fun series that you guys are proposing over here. And I've gotten a little bit of my feet wet in terms of the lore of the world that you all are building. And I think I'm almost as big a fan of you all as your GM here. So I'm looking forward to jumping in and getting to do a little bit of a few bits with you guys. I'm not sure how much we'll get to, but I'm hugely excited for what we do here.
Oh my god, I'm
so
so excited too.
All right, well, one of the attendants brings you over a bundle of glowing white fibers to inspect.
Once more through the refiner.
And like nods solemnly and runs quickly away.
Now, start from the beginning. Why exactly did Thorgan send you down here?
Well, I've been one of Thorgan's students for a while, and recently there was an attack. Several of a magical nature.
A magical nature. You're talking people trying to knock over a bank, something like that.
There was a ghost, I think,
Electromagnetic,
electrical, yeah.
spectral,
creature, a phantasm,
anomaly.
something like that.
And you have evidence of this?
That's the thing. We remember it, and some people don't. And Thorgan, when I mentioned that there was danger, he got really scared and he freaked out, and he kind of had like what I assume was like some sort of flashback, very violent in nature.
It's possible. I'm not sure what exactly Thorgan Boomslang might or might not remember on a given day. But I used to be a student.
You
as a
were the
matter
other
of fact.
student.
I was, and well, you may also be feeling a bit of a dead end yourself, correct?
Yep.
Not really getting out what you're putting in?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Well,
This is like the first time I think I've admitted this to myself. Yep. Tiny little tear, just like.
feels a bit like a free field study of your own.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you walk out into the world and you just go like, where do we start, you know?
Teaches some people direction, I find, but that may just be down to the personality involved. I found direction in a number of places, and it really came down to who was willing to dedicate themselves to doing something.
Right.
And let me think. Is Thorgan still haunting that same
Pachanko
parlor? Perfect. Yes. All right. So
Same
nothing
one.
has changed.
Things changed for him, but Fran is like you. Fran isn't like Thorgan. Fran has been learning from Thorgan, but Fran is like you, driven and capable. Fran is willing to do things. I've seen it.
Thank you. That was really nice. I have to take that in for a second. Oh my god. Okay.
I rub your back gently.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're putting in some effort. It's encouraging to see in the young. But I have to be honest. What assurance do I have that you're worth my time? You can see that we have some quite extensively important work here to be getting on with, and I don't mean to be rude to you all, but time is not a luxury that we necessarily have, and if I'm going to invest any in you, I'm going to need some kind. Do you have any written record of this attacks, these
Yes.
events that you've been experiencing? Because
I have a copy of a letter from the magistrate detailing our position in
This endeavor?
Ooh.
a vague enough way for it to be accessible to the layperson, but also specific enough to detail our import here.
Hey, Ibra, will you roll persuasion for me?
Amazing.
Yeah. Fran, you also have your notes from the attacks.
I do. Oh, I do. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You've been keeping
my
track
personal
about all
notes,
of
my
them, yeah.
engineering notebook. Yeah, so I do have like essentially like a diary entry of what I saw.
Yeah, and you take out your diary of the events, which are mostly just like ideas for different devices
Yes.
that you come
Sorry,
up with
that one's
during the fight.
old. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. It's just this. It's from 6:45 p.m. to like 7:45 p.m. That's the area.
understood. All right. Well, thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, no problem.
Will you also roll persuasion?
Yes.
Meanwhile, Ibra, what'd you get?
12.
12.
19.
Whoa!
Yes.
Plus 3, so 22.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah, Fuller, you can feel the earnestness coming off of Ibra in waves. There's just like not a lie within 100 miles.
Great.
So
Helpful.
So at least Fran has like one earnest reference from somebody who isn't Thorgan.
Right.
As Ibra's sort of like blathering on like sincerity, honestness, hard working, you're like, yeah, I've heard it all before. You open up this journal of Fran's and you right away can see someone whose mind is constantly on crafting. And if nothing else, that's a kindred spirit.
Okay.
Maybe now you see maybe what Thorgan might have seen in her briefly.
Right.
Whatever
Before
that's
he went
worth.
back to the Pachanko parlor.
Yeah, whatever that's worth.
Right. It is encouraging to know that whatever else Thorgan might be, they are at least a lodestone for raw talent. Whatever else happens is sort of up to the talent at that point. But at the very least, you have a gravity well for a bit to work out in the meantime. So this is helpful. This material will cover some questions I was going to ask you, frankly. But I suppose my next question for you is, what is it I can do to assist you in this? What is it you're hoping to learn here?
Everything.
Yeah, literally anything you're willing to teach us. What is this? This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. And I think that things are about to get really dangerous, and anything that I can learn to protect my friends and make me a better craftsperson, I would like to learn.
Yeah, you mentioned you didn't have a lot of time, and what you're doing here is very important. Can we know a little bit about what it is?
The whole fervor around Astra and its use, it's not sustainable. It's not going to end in a situation where people's lives are made better.
Okay, that makes sense. And I remember I flash back to when JJ overstressed their Astra trying to get like one last spell out.
Ibra starts to sweat.
You've been seeing it fluctuate, come into unstable conditions, crack. These things are indications of applications made in ignorance. At the very least, we are not refining the material to the point where it is safe. My research is devoted to a different system of handling energy,
Whoa.
which has its price,
Okay.
but it will give those who are committed a leg up on what you have begun to document here. What we make here are tags.
I take out my hands up, but I like take out my revolver in a very non-threatening way, and I take out one of the bullets that has been tagged with sighting.
Fuller, you see a like small caliber bullet that has like a liquid metal coating across it
Right.
that has clearly been dipped in something, and then you run it under your nose and you sniff it, and it smells a little acrid, almost like gasoline.
Sure.
Obviously, one of Thorgan's concoctions.
Right. Oh, very good. Okay. Yes, this is somewhat familiar. I can see that this was done bit in haste.
Yeah,
not-
I kind of just dipped it with tweezers. It wasn't sanitized or anything. It was just kind of an experiment.
Well, you're here.
You
and
can give notes. You can. I'm open to
You made
feedback.
it here, and if you manage to use this and make it out intact, then I'll live with the next part, which is if you're going to devote yourself to a craft like this, you have to be aware of what you might be giving up in the process.
Okay. Okay.
Fuller escorts you over to the circle of people braiding white strands from their temples and sort of like gestures to the circle.
These students are beginning the process of removing and refining the emotional core of their own minds, harnessing individual memories, impulses, creative ideas, all of these things that make up yourself, and transmute them into the material that we turn into tags.
You see a young elf woman kind of sitting at the front of the braiding train with her eyes closed, kind of meditative in thought, but crying, like pretty deeply crying. And then the person behind her sort of like continues drawing the string from her head. And as the thread gathers itself in her hands, the young elf woman like slowly stops crying, and then her face goes like very neutral.
Okay.
You see this? Raises the hammer, rests it with a clang down on the flagstones. This is imbued with my own fury. Whoa. My own discipline. I could tell you about the origin of that feeling. I would not sound any particular way about it. We find objectivity in these moments by giving up the core emotion that created it.
Okay.
If you're willing to commit yourself to meditation, focus, and eventually manufacturing your own tags.
And here he sort of takes you by the shoulder and walks you over to these enormous looms.
Oh my God.
They're like big silver spiky things with like 36 wire teeth threshing back and forth as the glowing white threads are funneled into one side and woven together by these expert hands deftly weaving back and forth. And what comes out is a rectangular paper tag, like an onmyo tag, like this little prayer tag that like weaves it into like a flat sheaf of paper.
That's incredible.
Now, what will you apply this tag to that by definition becomes a part of you, but only if you are able to properly focus, distill, and craft your own will?
I think Fran is thinking about, of course it would make sense that this level of craftsmanship would require this level of sacrifice. And I think she's also clocking for the first time, like how you, like, I just thought you were calm and serene because you're like all wise or whatever, but you are like the byproduct of this process. You're just very steadfast and very neutral and very like sure of yourself, but you clearly have taken something out of yourself to put into these things.
Do not craft tags willy-nilly.
Yeah.
William Nilliam.
It's a party point for Julia.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to protect my friends.
And to start,
And I like go over to the circle. I'm like, can you show me?
I can. What about the rest of you?
Ibra is visibly sweating and shaking. Ibra is, ever since Fuller started talking about the fact that Astra is unstable and the way that it's been used being so dangerous, Ibra has sort of been in 1,000-yard stare since that point in the conversation. Sweating, shaking. I think Paz has her hand on Ibra's back, and Ibra's just like, not there.
I think Paz is like, yeah, sounds neat. Ibra, are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I need some air.
Okay.
Very good.
Fran, you got a lot of stuff to learn.
Yeah.
You're in school now.
Oh God. Yeah. Yep. I'm in school.
You did it.
I did it. I didn't think I'd ever get to school.
It's weird that your school is a basement and a dustpan, but it's great.
It is really weird that it. Yep.
You obviously have like a lot of. I'll take you upstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll meet you back upstairs.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. I'll meet you upstairs. Thanks.
Have
good?
fun.
Are you okay?
Have a good time. I'm gonna be okay. I think.
Promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll insight for Fuller.
Ooh. Yeah.
Will you roll stealth? Honestly.
Yeah. Ooh.
8.
8. It seems clear to you now, Fuller, that Fran was the one who was sent here by Thorgan because she's the one who came to train, ready to train. You look over to her compatriot who's showing signs of collapse.
I see. Well, no, absolutely. Please do not go any further into this if you are not feeling up to it. I know that the consequences of what we have devoted our society to is going to have ripple effects in unexpected places. So if you are one of those people, then I am sorry. But
You see Ibra shake even harder and just kind of nod in the weakest way.
I put a
please.
hand on the other shoulder.
please understand this, that does not make you less. Your weakness is something that you can hammer out.
Wow. I think that's another party point, honestly. Wow.
Two for Julian.
Wow.
Ibra just sort of blinks a couple times and nods shakily and tries to open their mouth, but just no ability to speak anymore, just turning and walking.
And Paz looks briefly at Fran, she's like, I gotta
I understand.
go. Okay.
I understand.
And follows you upstairs, back up to the street level.
I rolled a 2 on the die for that.
Yeah. And that felt like a 2.
Yeah. It's like, this is close enough to a nat 1 that it feels like we're right above it.
That one would be you barfing.
Yeah, right? And
Yeah.
this was just before that.
Yep.
Just shy.
Oh God, I'm dangerous. Blech.
Yeah.
Fran, your compatriots leave and you are left alone in your new dojo. Fuller gestures over to the thread drawing circle and sort of gestures for you to take a seat.
Okay, I do.
Now, what I want you to do is start with taking the impulses that you wish to use, bring them to the surface, and skim them off the top.
I think I pull up the memory of Paz's birthday party and when we were all singing the Boggins Bistro birthday song.
Yeah.
And the feeling of sort of completeness and wholeness of
Yeah.
that. And I try to channel that into what a bag of holding would need.
In your mind, you recall that memory, the warm orange-yellow glow of the birthday candles lighting everyone's face. And as you concentrate and draw a finger away from your temple slowly, carefully, the color of the memory fades until it's grayscale in your mind. And you draw a slender white thread away from your head.
Oh my God.
Now remember this. It is here. It is not gone. No more than the memory is. Your feeling will then become your tool.
Okay. Okay.
You sit down at one of the looms. Will you roll me a dexterity check plus your proficiency, because this is a craftsman's tool and you
Okay.
have proficiency with all craftsman's tools.
Oh my God. Okay, so I have a dexterity of 17, so I have a +3 and a proficiency of +2. Woo! That is a 16 on the die, +3 +2, so
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
Boy.
yeah.
The emotional portion of it was maybe the hardest part, because as soon as you're sitting at a desk with a craftsman's tool, your hands instinctively know what to do. You carbon copy the process that you saw the other acolytes going through, and yeah, you draw your emotional memory into a white paper tag.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I open up my notebook and I start to decide what kind of bag we need. Could it be like a crossbody or like one of those like sling bags, or maybe it's like a backpack? And I'm working on that, just trying to figure out which bag to use to put this on. I do ultimately, like, our society's pretty trendy and futuristic, so I do go with like one of those like athletic sort of crossbody.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
The ones I'm constantly getting ads for on Instagram.
Yes,
yeah, for
exactly,
sure.
exactly. But cool. But
Yeah.
it's cool.
Listen,
And it's
those bags on Instagram are pretty cool. I'm not going to buy
Yeah,
one, but
absolutely.
they do look pretty
But they're
cool.
pretty
it's like
sick.
a deep purple with like 3 little zipper compartments, and it's very gender neutral, so anybody could wear it, and it would look slay.
I love how much Fran loves purple. It's so
I
good.
love purple.
I see we have a trendsetter in the building.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope that it serves you well. Now, as I say, continuous creation of these tags does exact a toll. And we are still studying the long-term side effects of the process. But our understanding has advanced enough that we can begin to apply it.
Fuller reaches into a pouch on his belt and pulls out from a stack one of several paper tags that he keeps in there.
You have a means of fighting back, or
The tiny gun hasn't been working great so far, but it's all I have.
Fuller takes the tag and lays it, like, tries to lay it across the gun, but has to, like, kind of wrap it around because the gun's so small. And the white paper, once it's woven into paper, it like takes the form of dull paper, but as soon as it's applied, it brings that white glow back, and it fades into the surface of the gun and kind of like melds into it and disappears.
Like an inscription sort of wrapped around, or like
Yeah, like the whole paper
Yeah.
sticker like just goes all around it, and then the paper
Incredible.
itself fades into the object and becomes part of the object. Wow. As you hold it in your hand, you can feel a clarity of purpose that when I hold this object, I know what I must do. And then you look back at Fuller's face, impassive, wise, but somewhat devoid of feeling, and you realize that this was like one of Fuller's moments of clarity that he has given you.
What was this memory?
the first hammer blow I struck in building this new workshop. It was the first time I realized that I could do something about the world around me.
I will treasure this for the rest of my life.
You'll need it.
Okay. Can I come back here? Am I allowed to come back?
By all means,
Okay.
dedicate yourself. Find your way back. You have my blessing.
It moves.
It needs to.
It's so cool. Okay. All right. I will do just that. And I think if I may, I would love to leave one of the sighted bullets in the building, maybe under the stairs.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll do anything, but I would like to hope that maybe if it's there, I can maybe feel for it again.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, good call. Okay, cool.
Billion.
I'm writing
One
that down.
day, your cleric in the party will level up enough to get locate object.
Yeah.
One day.
I just kind of like leave it under the stairs on my way out. Like I casually kind of go to pick up Ibra's backpack, and I kind of just like leave one of them down there under the
You want to roll
stairs.
sleight of hand?
Yes, I absolutely.
And
would
I'm going to
love
roll
that.
perception for Fuller. Julian, do you want to roll it?
Sure.
Oh my god. That is a 21.
Whoa.
Beats what I got.
Yeah, you slide a bullet like into the stair, like the bottom riser of the stair, and like you push it in so that it's flush with the
Yeah, with the
rest of the
nails.
objects. Yeah. It kind of like from the back looks like another nail,
Yeah.
but slightly shinier.
Yep.
And you, with your fresh new tag, your upgraded gun, and your new way of doing things,
Yep.
you go to ascend the stairs. But just as you're about to leave, Fuller calls you back and mentions one last thing.
Young Fran, a moment, please. Young Fran, just one thing to consider.
Yes.
Magic is thought made real. Astra is thought made real. Our process comes from within us. When you see these crystals, remember and ask yourself, whose thoughts are these? We cannot continue to rely on the scavenged thoughts of those who came before, whatever they may be. That path leads us somewhere broken, and I refuse to let this city break anymore.
I'm with you.
So find your way back here, and I hope to see that you've done good work when you come back next.
Okay.
And you grip the strap of your bag tight and ascend the stairs.
I think on the way up the stairs, I put my finger to my temple again just to see if I can do it alone.
Roll a...
I'll take like Arcana if you want.
No, it's a concentration check. So, and in point of fact, it's a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw. 12.
Yeah, with a 12, you ascend the stairs and like slow your steps and attempt to draw another memory, and you like, yeah, it comes to you pretty, like you have to try, you have to think about it, you have to concentrate.
Yeah.
But you can do it, and like you're like, oh, and it like elastics back into your head a little bit.
Okay. That was my prom date. Okay.
A lot of ways that can go wrong.
The hat trick for Julian.
While you were down in the basement, Gordon, you've completed your deliveries for the day.
Yep.
JJ, you've completely thrown out your daily schedule.
Yep.
What are y'all doing?
After texting Fran and Ibra about their escape room that they were supposedly in, I think at some point, JJ was like on the bus, originally going to go home, but then just like stops off in Minetown and wanders around a bit before getting the idea to text Gordon after your deliveries, just being like,
Hey man, are you done with your route for the day? You have a dog now, which is so cool. I don't know if you've had a dog before,
I love this block text right now.
but there's kind of a sick dog park over in Minetown that a bunch of the residents had built a few years ago. If you want a little doggy date, here's the location. Want to meet up with me?
You just see like the 3 dots of me typing back, and then after a moment, 2 full lines of only exclamation points.
Oh my God. Yes.
perfect. How do you pronounce that as Gordon?
It goes like this. You look at your phone and you hear in your head.
Nice.
That's almost exactly what I imagined.
Yeah,
I know, right?
That feels perfect. correct.
That's the proper pronunciation.
Yeah, you head over to Ferris Park, an old park over in Minetown, closer to where you grew up. Your feet just sort of, as you wander, carry you towards it. It's been around for a little while. It's sort of cobbled together like old HVAC ductwork into slides and like old decommissioned construction equipment into like jungle gyms. There's like welded pipe climbing things.
Yeah, like repurposed rebar.
Yeah, but it's
Kid
all
safe.
yes, it's all like been worked over. It looks like a big community project that like the neighborhood around it kind of like realized this need for a park for the kids and for pets and stuff, and sort of like built this together out of what they had on hand.
It's amazing what you can do with a new shade of paint.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. There's also like hard scrabble, sort of like dirt, stone courts with like lines drawn on them in chalk for kids are playing Foursquare. It's mostly dirt ground. There's not a ton of like manicured grass lawns. What is this? The upper city? But there is a little patch of like clover lawn that's like for the dogs and pets to run around in. It's carpeted in 5-leaf clover.
Whoa.
That's normal here, but it's weird to us.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You can do
Clover
anything
instead of grass.
You can do anything, even have clover lawns instead of grass lawns.
You can do that in reality too, just to be
Highly
clear.
recommend looking up the various states of clover lawns in your native area.
Star clover, I think, is a good one. It's like water. It's like a water-reducing lawn.
Are you serious?
Alternative, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of lawn alternatives.
I'm gonna have to bring it before the unholy court of my HOA next time I see them. JJ, as you stroll up and like kind of wander through this park, there's families, there's kids, there's single adults, there's groups of people just sort of minding their own day. Like, which part of the park do you wander to while you wait for Gordon?
I think what JJ first turns to is like sitting at a bench looking over like the playground area kind of, and takes out the transfer forms that Gwen gave her, and spends a lot of time like looking at it, looking back at the playground, which is like, like JJ's been on this playground growing up, really trying to kind of bask in the families and the people just going about their day to day, most of them being like blue collar working families, but still like being able to take time out of the day to like spend time together and like find little bits of joy and happiness and relaxation. And like at first is like kind of like smiling, like listening to kids like going like yeah, blah, 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 like chasing each other around, and then it kind of dawns on JJ that like this is what is at risk.
Yeah.
That's so good.
This is a heavy episode.
little bit, sorry. Are you ready for a heavier part, Ian?
Oh,
are you ready?
yes.
No? What?
Yes.
No, because
Yes.
I'm about to come with my new dog. Nothing heavy about that, except the dog.
No, it's too late. We're already here. We're already in the episode.
Here
I'm
we
turning
go.
down the lights.
No!
Yes. Oh, it's dark in here now.
It's so dark and dim.
I can't see anything.
JJ, you stare into these forms and sort of drift back through your memory. You flash back to a day in this park, maybe like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. You were also in this park as a little teen JJ. I'm imagining like pigtail braids.
Yeah, absolutely. This is before JJ cut all their hair off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
JJ
but like,
Longstocking.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely braided hair. Maybe a butterfly clip.
Oh, yes, please.
Cute. Like
One fell off.
I think it's a little one made of like a gear and then like wire woven into
Yeah.
the little clip.
So
Yeah, my
cute.
grandmother made it for me.
Yeah.
My heart.
You are here with Samira.
Aw.
Samira had texted you earlier today to come meet in the park. She had something she wanted to talk to you about, and she rolls up, big smile at her face, like striding across the park lawn like she owns the place, as she does most places she enters. What are you waiting for?
What?
It's Jungle Gym time, baby!
Oh, okay. And then I like also like sprint, like jokingly like tackle her before she can get onto the jungle gym. And it's like, nope, me first.
Ooh, let's roll a grapple check.
Yes.
I love baby games.
Yes.
Grapple, that's athletics, right?
Yeah.
17.
She bolts for the jungle gym, and you tackle her onto the clover lawn.
Yeah. Me first.
Adorable.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
Nothing. No. I'm waiting to pick up the flaws in your strategy so I can swoop in for the win, of course.
Ah, yes. Gambit, if you will. I don't know what that word means. I think I'm using it right. Am I using it right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
She sort of like sighs and stands up and dusts herself off. She's like, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
A gambit?
Learning what gambit means.
Oh. What? I'm also like getting up, dusting myself off. I have like a huge grass stain like on me because I really went for it.
You really
Sorry,
did.
clover stain.
Clover
Clover
stain. A big clover stain, and where I'm just like, I can get that out probably. No, my aunt's gonna get
To the
that
whole
out.
thigh.
Yeah. It's like
Big
like
print.
yeah, it really wraps around like to the butt cheek.
It's like
too.
a baseball
yeah,
slide
exactly.
you
Yeah.
went into,
Yeah.
basically.
You didn't just tackle, you slid.
Yeah.
You sort of
Slide
like
tackle.
brush at it for a
Yeah.
few times, and you're like, that's not going in
Yeah.
there.
It's making it worse. It's really bleeding it in there.
So like as she's saying, it's like wait, what? What are you talking about?
You know, I know our parents definitely want us to like go into the trades and follow them in their footsteps, and you know they sit us down and talk about that a lot.
A lot.
A
yeah.
lot.
Every dinner.
Like
and
we
most
haven't
lunches.
like we haven't heard it before. Like it's just the same argument
I mean,
every day.
yeah, I don't know if it's an argument. It's just their thoughts, I guess.
It is but like I wonder if there's just more.
What do you mean?
Well, just because my name is Mason doesn't mean I was born to do masonry.
I mean, you are good at it, though.
Well, yeah, I'm great at it. I'm great at everything I try.
That's true. Unfortunately. And I, like, hit her shoulder a little bit. So, like, what do you want to do, then? You want to do something else?
Yeah, I want to do something else. You know, sometimes when we're in classes, it feels like I'm just there to do a task, that I'm just hands, that I'm just feet, I'm just arms.
You don't feel your brain or heart in there?
No.
You got a lot of those. Okay, that makes it sound like you have multiple brains, multiple hearts.
I do. I have 3 brains and 4 hearts.
Oh.
That's why I'm great.
I knew something was up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, did you ever think about doing anything other than what your parents told you to do?
Yeah. No. You know I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, what they do is cool. And my whole family, all the work that they do is really important. And helps a lot of people. Really helps the city, and I want to do that, I think.
Yeah, that's just like you. You always want to help every single person.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I just think that, like, yeah, it's just about what my hands can do and building stuff, but, like, no one really cares what I think or anything.
I care what you think.
Well, I know. I was gonna say except for you.
Oh. Well, I'll always care about what you think.
Hey, Lynn, do you want to roll a flirt roll about it?
Finally!
I did not pick this up at all.
Me neither. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I
This is
didn't
chaotic.
get this was this the whole time till just right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, what's your charisma
Oh,
mod?
charisma mod, flat 12.
Yeah, I rolled an 8, and Samira gets a +3, so that's within 1.
Oh!
Wow.
Wait, that's the game.
That's the game.
That's
That's
it.
the roll for flirting.
Wait a minute, that's
It's
it?
11 and 12.
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
I, as Lynn, am blushing right now. I'm like, I don't know what to do about this moment.
I'm beside myself.
I got goose pimples.
You guys are tearing down your walls in that way that teens do when they think that they're the only people in the world, and at that moment you lock eyes with each other.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so you're gonna do something else when we go to school? That's what you're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think normal's for me.
Yeah, you're better than normal.
JJ?
Yeah.
And she puts her hand on your shoulder,
Oh my
but
God.
it's like shaking a little bit, and she goes, "So are you." And then you snap back to the present, staring down at these forms that are kind of what you've always wanted to be offered by someone else, and
Yeah.
something that might disappoint your parents most of all.
What might excite Samira?
Oh my god.
That is not the point of that.
Nope, not at all, but
Yeah, I
Point
think
I
like
took away.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's the only thing I can think about now.
the rest of us are
Okay,
like, we
real quick,
know.
before we go on with the scene with JJ in the present, everybody react to what just happened real
Oh
fast.
my god! Oh my fucking god,
You did
yes!
it.
I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe it.
100%.
Sorry, this is lore about me, Mayana the person. Whenever I would watch a movie with my family, I'd be like, "Are those two gay?" And my brother would be like, "Why do you think everyone's gay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. There's just like a vibe between them that they just seem like they really like each other." And I had no idea. I didn't clock it at all. Oh my god.
it's been years of repression.
Oh
It's
my god.
Literally
Oh,
since
I'm
they
like,
were
they're just
13.
gal pals. They're just such good
since that
friends.
moment, clearly nothing has happened.
No movement.
No movement since
No
then.
Oh, so it was it was like an earthquake where it was a seismic shift and then back to stasis for
Yeah.
another
Literally.
100,000 years?
Yeah.
That, I love it.
So delicious.
Meanwhile, back in the present, that flashback, like, I'm gonna say JJ probably thinks about that once a week at least.
Yeah.
But
That's your Roman
That's my
Empire.
Roman Empire. Jinx.
Wait. I mean, I guess this is a stupid question, but if you think about it once a week, why haven't you done anything about it?
Have you met
Gay.
JJ?
That's literally JJ's
Ian,
whole problem.
you've clearly never been a teenage girl.
That's so true. How did you know that?
Wow.
But like here back in the present, the reason it's rattling around your brain now, of course, is because like, I don't know, did you ever think that you'd confront that question the way Samira did?
No. I mean, that's the thing that JJ likes most in Samira, is that she's always willing to tackle things head on. So like, in that moment, remembering her voice, even though it was a moment of doubt for her, she still, like, the knowledge of the present is that she still went full force into it, like despite being at odds with both of our whole families because of it, that she still charged ahead and like reflecting on looking around and thinking of that memory, like this is what's at stake, and starts filling out the forms.
Oh my God.
Hey there, it's Misha. This is the rest stop. Come take a break beside the path with me, just until we catch our breath. This week, we asked that if you're liking the show, please share it with your friends. We're really getting deeper into this story and this mystery now, and I know there's some people out there that like to wait until there's a few episodes of something before they try it out. Well, now's the time. Please, 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 word of mouth is still the #1 most effective way to help a podcast grow. So if you have a friend, a relative, or whoever, and you think they might like the show, send them a link, sit down and listen to an episode with them. We'd really, really appreciate it. And not just for this reason, but it's an added perk that the more people who listen to the show, the more people might donate to us at patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. We love making this show, but it doesn't cost nothing. We put a lot of time and effort and care and love into making the show for y'all. And while we're doing that, we still need to pay rent and eat food and stuff. So we really can't do it without you. If you want to bring us life, sustain us, and bring us to new seasons, pledge your support at patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. And as always, a very special thank you to our Voyager level patron, JWX. We're sponsored this episode by United by Blue. United by Blue is a fashion and lifestyle brand that prioritizes sustainable materials and ethical manufacturing to lead the charge towards better business practices. For every product purchased, United by Blue removes 1 pound of trash from oceans and waterways. Get it? Blue for the ocean. They've removed over 3.5 million pounds so far, and from picking up the plastic bottles that litter our shorelines to cleaning up their own packaging and supply chains, they're on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic. From non-toxic regenerative fibers that keep harmful pesticides out of the environment to recycled fabrics that put existing trash to good use, they do their best to keep it clean from the very start. Their products are created to last because the best way to be a conscious consumer is to ultimately consume less. They make this attainable by designing products that facilitate new ways to generate less waste, like take-it-with-you meal kits and reusable coffee cups. One time, a friend of mine came to LA for a week, and there was a day where we were just hanging out, and they were didn't want to do touristy stuff. So they said, Misha, we'll just hang out with you while you do whatever you want to do for a day. And I was looking for a new backpack, and I took my friends to 4 or 5 different clothing stores just to find the perfect backpack. And I didn't even find it. We went home and I felt like such a bad host for taking them around on this boring, unsuccessful day. And as soon as they got back home from their vacation, they sent me a link to United by Blue's 9-liter Sidekick backpack. And it's everything I was looking for in that day. The black multi-colorway is super attractive. I'm a huge fan. I went out, I got it immediately. It's changed my whole work carrying things game. I really appreciated that. So go to United by Blue and use code WanderingPath to get 20% off your first order. That's unitedbyblue.com and use code WanderingPath to get 20% off your first order. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get back on the path and back to the show. Gordon.
Hi.
Hey. You roll up. Are you still in the tuk-tuk even after all your deliveries? You got to get around town somehow.
Yeah, I think I use the tuk-tuk pretty irresponsibly. I think that I use the tuk-tuk for all of my life.
It took you 2 days for Cecilia to be gone to be this is my tuk-tuk now.
100%. And it's sick, gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Having a tuk-tuk when you previously did not.
So small, parallel parking's a breeze.
100%.
Yeah. So you roll up onto the park in the tuk-tuk, and BG, your brand new dog,
So sick.
sticks his head out the window, looking around for just little tiny picture window on the bread tuk-tuk, just enough for ventilation for the bread, and just sticks his head through.
Is his head also square it's a perfect
Yeah, I
head?
think for the first moment it's perfectly rectangular and it pops out to normal.
Great. Okay, so I get out, I get BG out of the back. I've been wondering about this whole episode so far. It's a dog park.
Yeah.
There's other dogs.
There's other dogs.
We've never seen BG interact with other dogs.
That's very true.
I'm super curious if BG is well behaved, because BG's a chiller, or if BG's gonna be a
killer.
dog, a killer, or not necessarily a killer. I don't think he's a killer. I don't think BG's a killer.
I know, but chiller or killers.
Oh, you're right.
He's a thriller.
A thriller. There it is. Is he chiller, killer, or thriller?
Okay. Well, we're here to find out today here on the
great.
dog park.
Great.
Dog park.
So I take BG out. I put his leash.
Yeah,
That I made.
his brand new like bespoke
Yes.
beaten metal and leather collar.
It's got a little studs for BG on the handle near where you hold it.
Our theme for our team is purple.
Yes, it's purple. It's a purple leash.
It's dyed purple.
Yeah. I have like leather strips of various colors that I keep in my craftsman's tools, and purple's always in there.
Always stocked.
Always stocked.
So we get out, and I mean, the dog park's like it's big, but it's not massive, right?
no,
Like,
it's not massive. You can probably spot JJ.
And there's a big dog section and a little dog section. As soon as I hear the tuk-tuk roll up, I like wave to you.
Oh, great. Okay, so I walk
Yeah.
over to JJ, and then presumably we go to the big dog section.
Yeah, because he's a bigger dog.
BG's a
Yeah,
big guy.
I think
Big guy.
as you roll up on JJ, I think BG like jumps up, big paws right on the bench next to you, and sort of like sniffs all around your face.
Okay. You're very good. You're very good, but I will start helping you with training, and I turn away.
Oh, interesting. Make for me, please, JJ, the first of what I'm sure will be many animal handling rolls in
Yes,
this scene.
yes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get my D20 out.
Yes.
13.
Yeah, with a 13, BG's a street dog.
Yeah.
BG sort of like barrels through situations, but after just a couple minutes sniffing around you, like eventually slowly hops down and looks back up to
Yeah.
Gordon.
Good. That's called off. And then I am like, you might need some help, Gordon, and I will cast enhance ability on Gordon for Owl's wisdom, so you have advantage on wisdom checks.
Yes.
I'll just like put my hand on Gordon's shoulder and be like, you gotta be firm but fair. They don't think like people do, but that doesn't mean they don't think and that they don't feel,
Great. You're going to get advantage on any wisdom checks.
which includes animal handling.
Thank God.
A small, like, glowing thumbs up symbol appears like right over your heart. Yeah, you gather up the lead and go, okay, boy, time to go to the big dog section.
We walk into the dog park. How many dogs is it? So it's like a busy day or not?
It's like a moderately busy day. I would say it's like,
Roll for dogs. Roll for dogs.
you don't have to roll for dogs. I have an entire table full of NPCs that have dogs.
Yeah.
We're good. We're okay. We have
We're
dogs.
eating good in
I
this
have
neighborhood.
dogs.
We also just really like to roll things.
Well, good news for you, Ian. I would love to play a little mini game with you and BJ here at the dog park.
Hey.
Here's what's gonna go down. I have a table of people you can run into at the dog park as you are attempting to train and rein in your dog.
I love
Okay,
this.
great.
You're gonna do several rolls of increasing difficulty.
Great.
The
Advantage is key, thank you.
the better you roll on these things, the more people that BG will behave himself in front of that you might be able to talk to.
Oh, you really know how many people are in this dog park. You did this whole, yep, I see
I'm
it.
so jealous because you guys had an ASMR library scene, and now you have this sick ass dog park
Yeah,
scene.
you
This
guys
is
get great
so dope.
Hang with Gordon.
So dope. Oh yeah,
gets
and
the cool
deliveries.
shit.
Oh my god.
Gordon gets all the mini games.
Yes.
Gordon's a minigame machine.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes, I've got
Okay,
a
so
small-
these are going to be animal handling rolls,
Okay.
which is a wisdom skill, so you're going to roll with advantage.
Got it.
The first one has a difficulty of 5.
7.
Great.
Woo!
What's the first command you attempt with BG?
It's heal because there's
Sure.
more dog. You know, we go in. There's dogs around. BG's super interested, and I say heal.
You give the command to heal, and BG, now having crossed the threshold into the dog park, is straining at your lead to see all the dogs. A woman in athleisure wear,
Yeah.
like stretchy lycra pants and like
true
a
queen.
yeah, like a brimmed visor cap, with like 5 or 6 dogs on leashes in her hands.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Excellent.
Comes up to you and goes, that's no way to get your dog to listen to you. You need to be firm. You need to be commanding. You need to show him who's the alpha. Are you the alpha?
And literally, like, she's so staccatic in the way she talks that every time she's like, alpha, I, like, jump a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm like, ha, ha. But I take her advice.
Okay.
Because I'm sure BG is pulling on the lead even more
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
with 5 dogs around.
He's trying to sniff at all the other dogs. The other dogs are, can you roll nature?
Ooh.
Fedine.
Her dogs are sort of like milling in place and like wiggling, like they really have the urge to move, but like they're not quite straining at her leads, but like they're not they're not prim and proper and sitting in a row either. You know what I mean? And yeah, BG is still like straining, and you just go, heal. I'm the alpha. Heal. Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I rolled a 7. He got a 5. Okay, great.
I know. Okay. Listen, and the trainer lady looks at you and just goes, "You're clearly not cut out to be a dog owner," and sort of leads her dogs away.
And as she walks away, I'm gonna yell something after her, but then I think BG like pulls on my arm again, so I'm like, "Hey, you watch out!" I take a huge breath, like my lungs in front. I go, "BG, chill!"
And as soon as you say "chill," BG sits and smiles up at you.
Oh, we're making progress.
Chill.
Training our dog. Progress.
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
Yep.
great.
What's the next thing you want to try?
Well, he's already sitting, so maybe let's try roll over.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I
Do
took
you want
a-
to skip
jump.
down?
I took
You
a-
gotta hit down and then roll over.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's down and roll over.
Sure, you could have convinced me. I've never trained a dog.
I have no idea how any of this works.
Okay, go ahead. This one is a difficulty of 10.
Oh fuck me. Okay, here we go.
See, if you command a dog to do that before they go down, they do a somersault.
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
they do a kickflip.
Yeah, they do a kickflip.
And then they
It's
get a
really cute.
skateboard out of nowhere, and then
Yeah.
they just go.
They
They
start
smile at the
ollieing.
camera. Yeah.
17.
17, nice.
I'm gonna fucking trounce today's minigame. You guys.
Yeah, BG lays down in the clover. An older woman walks past with her like old moving Afghan.
Okay.
Comes over and goes, "What a lovely sweetie.
Thank you, ma'am.
May I pet him?"
I don't know if you should. Is she already petting him?
Yeah, I think as you're equivocating back and forth, she leans down and pets BG, and BG's super into it.
Oh my god, I literally had closed my eyes in fear to not see the tragedy that was about to unfold. And then BG's a lover.
Yeah.
Chiller. We're finding out chiller at the moment.
I love spending my afternoons in the dog park.
Oh my god. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. My name's Gordon. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Dorothy.
Oh my
A
god.
pleasure.
It's such a do you come to the dog park often, Dorothy?
She sighs a little bit and goes, "More and more lately, I have tried to spend my time here. You see, my building was damaged recently, and now my landlord wants to buy the unit out from under me to refurbish. I'm afraid I might have no place to go.
Oh my gosh, what was the damage?
I came home one day from buying the groceries, and the wall was completely blown apart.
Blown apart? Dorothy, that sounds terrible.
Some sort of gas leak? I don't know.
And then something about gas leak just like perks my ears up for a second. And I look at Dorothy and I pull a muffin out of my muffdelier.
I thought we were not saying muffdelier.
I thought we were only saying love to
No.
Hold on, we lost Julian for a second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
You got this.
It's a bandolier for muffins, Julian.
No, just call me from the side. That's all. No, we're good.
I very nicely just like hold out a muffin. I go, "You hungry, Dorothy?"
Oh, so nice, thank you. She breathes it in. What flavor muffin is it?
It's blueberry.
Oh yeah, she smells it. Oh, I love blueberry. Thank you. So nice to meet such a kind young man.
Dorothy, maybe I can come by your house and see the damage. I don't know if you want help.
Oh, that. What a kind offer. Whatever for?
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, I kind of just got a promotion and I work for this cool thing called the ISB, and we're supposed to help people. And I don't know. It just kind of seems like I met you for a reason today.
How kind. Yes. Do you have a piece of paper, something to write?
Oh, yeah. And then I pat all around my apron and I pull out a little bakery pencil.
Yeah, you have
and a
your
piece
restaurant review notebook.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I tear a back page out of the restaurant. No, I don't even tear it. I just hand her the restaurant review notebook open to the last page.
Oh, she writes her address in there. Her address is in East Minetown.
East Minetown. Dorothy from East Minetown.
Yeah. You have this entire conversation with Dorothy, this lovely woman, and you turn around, and BG is still in the down position exactly where you left him.
Wow.
BG is the most chiller. So then I get inspired.
Yep.
And I like, Dorothy's here, so I kind of want to, to have a show, and
Yeah, sure.
I want to show off a little bit. That's the word. And so I go, hey, BG, roll over.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
I'm using the yeet dice.
Let's go.
Do
Let's
it.
go.
I'm gonna
You
yeet
can roll
this.
twice and take the highest because you have advantage.
Oh.
Well, the first one's a 21, so.
Hey,
Oh,
And the second one's a 20. That's the best dice of all time.
Damn.
yeah, BG rolls over and sort of like rolls into one of the flattened dirt paths. And a group of skating teens roll up and do ollies over
Nice.
BG.
Oh my god, what?
You go, yeah, take that, Terrence. I told you we could do them all over this dog.
Which is even more impressive because they're riding skateboards through grass.
Yeah, they're honestly these are skateboards that have like rubberized tires. They're like mountain boards or
Yes,
whatever.
Totally.
Cool.
Yeah, these kids like do sick flips over your dog.
Sick flips.
And and they like stand off to the other side like high-fiving. Dorothy kind of goes, oh my, what a good doggy.
What a great. And then I lean down and I pet BG behind the ears. I go, you're such a good dog. You're such a good dog, BG. And I pull out, oh my gosh, I pull out some of the specialized dog treats that I've made for BG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sausage rolls.
Yes.
The little they're like about nickel sized.
Mm-hmm.
More pigs in blankets, really.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. And
Little
yeah,
bite
like an
size.
inch long. And I toss one up and he catches it in his mouth. There it is.
Aw.
It's a perfect
cute.
day.
The inaugural BG bite.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
BG bites.
The skateboarding teens all stand off to the side, like high-fiving each other. They're like, sick air! And another one's like, not as good as in that factory, though. Oh, man, we gotta get back there.
Wait, what? What the hell is happening today? Everything is converging upon Gordon.
Many leads. We had a lead for the factory.
Right, which
Yeah.
we just right. I run over to the kids and I go, did you just say you were skateboarding at the factory?
Yeah, what's it to you, old? And another one goes, yeah, old.
I'm 20 or something.
Old,
Hey,
so old.
you
All the
stop it
kids are
right
like,
now. Stop it. Hey.
Do you want to go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage because you're talking to
To
children?
children.
I don't
yeah.
know. He's acting like a child.
Anytime I have spoken to children, I have rolled persuasion
That
with
is fair.
disadvantage.
That is fair because you have to speak to them in their language. and
But
it
he is.
I know,
He's
but
being petulant and dumb.
But I got to be real with you. It was a lot. I didn't do so well as a kid, so that checks out.
I too didn't.
Yep. This is wait, hold please. 11.
Yeah, within 11, I think they go, nuh-uh, that's our spot. Get your own.
I'm not taking the spot from you. Oh, okay, look. When you've been at the factory recently, have you seen anything strange, weird going on at the factory? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I was there 2 days from now. I saw a weird old guy at our spot.
His voice cracked a lot.
Oh, God.
And then they skate off and they high-five in the distance.
You come back here, you stupid kids.
Time travel burns.
Yeah. I work for the government.
Party point.
What's the
so
Ars
funny.
Paradoxica?
Work for the government.
That's just how kids work, man.
In the distance, you see even JJ goes like, oh.
Yeah, over the hill. Oh.
all.
As the kids skate away, BG comes up and stands right next to you and looks up at you and smiles.
I love you, BG. You make everything okay. Okay. This is a real challenge for me. This is like a real life challenge because I grew up with boxers, and boxers are fun, great dogs, but they aren't the smartest of dogs. So I never got a dog that would play fetch because you'd always throw the thing,
Yeah.
and then the dog would run and go get it, pick it up, look at you, and then drop it.
Yep.
And then you would walk the 20 feet to pick it up and throw it again. And basically that was your walk across the park.
It's really great when you have a Fitbit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not so great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna try fetch.
Fetch? Okay, the difficulty for this one is up to 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
I'm plus 6. 18.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
all right,
right.
I'll do
You pick up a stick and hurl it and just tell BG go long.
I take another huge breath. Go long, BG! And then I chuck the stick sort of like a boomerang. It's like through the air.
Yeah. It lands way off in the distance next to one of the picnic tables next to a bunch of guys eating lunch.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Well, I
Guys
mean,
eating lunch? You don't want to bother guys eating lunch.
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
their lunch.
throwing
It's their lunch
sticks in
break.
the
It's
direction
lunch.
of guys
No,
eating lunch.
dog, get distracted from steak, go eat food.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
think
that's
that, like, BG picks up the stick and then gets a whiff of whatever they're eating at the table and just sort of, like, with the stick in mouth, just kind of leans over the table and, and the other guys at the table go, dog, so whose dog is this?
And I go, BG, heal!
Nothing.
Heal!
Yeah, nothing.
Fuck. I run over.
Yeah.
Well, he really wants my ham sandwich.
No, I'm sorry. So sorry to disturb you. I work for the government. Everything's fine.
Oh, you work for the government, huh? Well, I got something to say to you, pal.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I work for a very small branch of the government that's meant to fix things.
Listen, you got... And another one of them goes, Tony, simmer down. Will you settle down? No. This guy says he works for the government.
Oh, okay, this is a problem.
I got a bone to pick. All these bridge collapses, pipes exploding, our communities going down the pits, all these things popping off. Every single day I hear about something new. What's the government doing to fix it?
Oh, no.
And then I'm about to say something, and I look down, and I go, oh my gosh, what kind of bread is that? That looks really amazing. Did you get that from the local bakery?
Roll a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, that's
do
called
it.
misdirection.
I love this. Come on.
17.
Okay. Yeah, he goes, I don't know. It's whatever the sandwich place had.
Yeah, the sandwich place. I made that bread.
Good for you.
Oh.
You work for the the government's too busy making bread to solve the problems of the little people down here on the ground,
That's
huh?
that's not what I meant. I was trying to connect with you because like you had bread. I think it's probably really good bread, and I made it. And I'm also.
I don't need connecting. The other guy at the table goes, Tony, he's trying to level with you. He goes, shut up, Maurice.
And I go, hey, don't talk to Maurice that way.
Thanks, kid.
Yeah. Now you listen to me, Tony. I'm a part of a brand new organization within the government that was just started yesterday to solve all of these problems. And if you've got a complaint, I advise you file it formally with my office. Address pending. My name's Gordon Baker, and you can tell him I said so.
Yes!
Hey, Gordon, roll intimidation.
Yes! That was sick.
Motherfucker.
You really want to fuck with the guy that bakes your breakfast?
Yeah, really. Yeah,
it's
you
so
really
good.
want to step to the king?
15.
Yeah. Tony takes a step back and just goes, I got complaints up to here. With bakers like you on the task. Geez, Maurice, when's it all gonna come down? He sits back down and eats his lunch.
Oh.
That hits me a little bit. That hits me hard. But there's nothing I can say to this guy.
Nope.
So all I really say is, hey, just between you and me, that bread's really, really good if you put butter on it. And then I give him a thumbs up and I walk away.
Over your shoulder, we, the audience, see Maurice hand Tony like a prepackaged butter pat, and Tony just like knocks his hand away and folds his arms.
Oh, Maurice.
He's hurting. Toxic masculinity is a prison.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
But BG trots back with you, stick in mouth, super happy.
God, best dog ever.
Yeah.
He really is.
You're great, BG. And I lean down and I take the I take the stick, but he's like, and he's playing. Yeah. And I'm like, you're such a good boy. And then I go, you and me, BG, we're gonna save this town together.
BG hears that and forgets about the stick in his mouth and just goes, "Whoa," and then licks you on the face.
Yes.
BG and GB, best duo.
We run back to JJ.
I was on the bench still.
Yep,
filling out some forms.
your forms are completed. They're all ready to be filed.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Then after the forms, watched a lot of cringe happen with Gordon. I was like, oh, should I don't think I can help with that.
I think I'm proud of you for setting that boundary.
Yeah.
I'm not here, but I'm really proud of you for going like, I need to let him fly on his own.
It's a beautiful step for JJ.
I don't think Gordon spends a lot of time in Minetown, now that I think about it. I don't think he knows how to talk to people here.
I run up to JJ with BG in tow. JJ, BG, ISB. It's a big acronym.
lot of letters.
A lot of acronyms, yeah.
So many letters.
And I run and I go, hey, man, everyone, this party sounds really intense. But I think I found a little bit of a lead. And then I tell JJ all about the old woman's house who had a wall explode for seemingly no reason.
Yes.
That should not happen.
That's what I was thinking.
Infrastructure here is not the best, but not like exploding walls randomly bad.
Yeah, we should go check it out.
Yeah.
And then it feels weird and awkward for a second. I pull out another muffin.
BG, you pull out another muffin, and BG kind of like gets up, and you like tries to hop up on your chest and get the muffin.
And I go, sit, BG, sit.
Roll another animal handling check.
Yes!
This one's up to 25.
Motherfucker, are you serious? Wait, do I
It's
get?
harder and
It's up
harder.
to 25.
Do I? But like, I don't even there's no way
You
I'm
have
gonna roll
advantage.
25.
If you get a nat 20.
Oh, okay,
He
got
will
it.
sit.
This muffin is full of bacon.
It was a 14.
Try one more time because you have advantage.
You have
sick.
advantage.
It was a 12.
BG hops up onto your chest, grabs the muffin out of your hand,
BG, no.
and runs off.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
Whoa, what? BG, come back, BG!
Bolts up into a bush and kind of like disappears into a bush.
Okay, I follow him.
Yeah.
I run after BG. Hey, get back here, BG! Come on, BG!
I will run with you. Oh no.
I pull a little sausage snack out of my bag. I'm like, BG, come here, come back.
You find him underneath a hedge, digging a deep hole into the dirt to bury the muffin in.
That's so silly.
Plops it in and sort of like brushes it back with his back feet. JJ and Gordon, please roll perception.
That's not regular.
No, unfortunately, I don't think that's very good.
Come on, you got this.
14.
16.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see, mixed in with the topsoil that BG has sort of kicked up, like a glint of light catches your eye, and you bend down and brush aside a little bit of dirt and pick up a, like, sand grain sized little particle.
Whoa.
You hold it up to the light, and it refracts that same, like, orange-yellow glow that
Whoa.
you found in the crystal of the construction site.
Whoa. Whoa.
And you can feel, scaled down to the tiny speck size of this crystal, that same feeling of warmth of home that you felt holding the other one.
Oh my God.
I look at JJ.
I'm not sure what that means.
BG looks up at you, with dirt covering his face and his paws and like a huge mess. Just goes,
Oh, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's a really good boy.
He's a really good boy.
The first thought I have is that we need to section off the area and conduct a dig. But man, all these
Yeah.
Minetown peeps are gonna hate us if we close down the dog park.
Man, ooh, this is so smart. I thought there was only one.
Did we get? We got
hell
like
no. Whose
we got.
thoughts are
Yeah.
Did
these?
we get like badges or like patches or something like that when we?
I mean, I can
Yeah,
work on
Fran
that.
wanted to design some patches.
Yeah, I can make
But we
I
don't
can
have
make that
them
work.
yet.
We gotta design a crest for the ISB
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, crest.
I will.
Varsity jackets.
Yes, exactly.
Just for right now, I'll charge up my goggles again with detect magic.
Nice.
To try and locate to see if there's like a bunch scattered in the dirt or if it's just like this one.
sure, good call.
good.
It is just the one piece.
Okay.
That's worse, I feel.
And it's so tiny. Like I'm
It's
talking
so
about like a large
Yeah.
grain of sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Got it.
speck of glitter.
Yeah,
One
like
of
it-
those pearls in soil that's like
Yeah.
fertilizer.
Like
Yeah.
it would it would fall straight out of your gauntlet if you tried to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tiny.
Huh.
So we don't think. So it doesn't. There's not a bigger piece underneath because the goggles aren't just the surface, right? They can detect.
Well, I mean, rules is written. The goggles only penetrate 3 feet of soil.
It's let me double check.
Because it
three-
was deep underground.
Yeah,
the
3
other
feet
one.
of
Yeah,
whatever.
so it's at least in the top 3 feet of soil in the park, as far as JJ can see, and walk around for the next 10 minutes or whatever
Yeah.
it says. Yeah, if there is one, it's deep below the soil, but like,
And it's just this one
it's a
speck.
tiny one,
fleck.
and it's the only thing you can
my
see that's
Okay.
magical.
I grab like I don't know. Do I have like a? Do you have vials? You're an alchemist.
100% I do.
Can you pop that into a vial? And then we can have it for safekeeping.
I open up a vial and I pour the contents of it onto the grass,
What?
and the grass immediately starts to like smoke and
Yeah,
fizz.
like bubbles and
That is
fizzes.
so funny.
And then I
Nice.
take my my baker apron and I put my finger like in the cloth and I'm like, right? I'm like
smart,
wiping
yeah.
out the inside of the vial.
I'm stomping out the and just dumped it out.
And then I drop it.
I think you take the piece of your apron out and that like sputters and fizzles a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was in that one?
Volatile reagents.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I dropped the speck in.
That is
and
not
cork
good
it.
for the ecosystem. Okay.
I don't notice it all those. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dogs play here. You can't be pouring reagents on the ground.
oh yeah, right. Sorry about that.
BG like bends down to sniff it.
Get out of there, BG. No, not food. No, sit, heel.
Although if you do put it in your baked goods, maybe it is edible. Are these edible?
That's a great point. And I pull out another one and I uncork it for a second, and I'm like, another day.
That's a disaster for another day.
Another day.
Adventure.
Let's cut from there back over to the dustpan. Ibra, you ascend the staircase.
I think I have to stop several times to like steady myself and grab the handrail
Yeah.
and not drag Paz down with me.
Yeah, what's going through your mind? What's like
It's absolutely racing, speeding like a bullet train, and the words from Fuller about Astra being dangerous keep echoing through my head. As all other thoughts keep running, those thoughts keep echoing over top. It feels blinding at a certain point. It just, the echoes end up getting cacophonous, and Ibra like stops being able to see for a minute and has to sit down.
Yeah, your
and
vision
breathe.
your vision swims and blurs and like lights bloom around you. You take a seat. Paz steps over in front of you and starts like, hey, it's okay. Listen to me. Deep breaths. You got this. Your vision swims and everything sort of like melds together, but over Paz's shoulder, you see someone standing still in the courtyard, like 50 feet away.
My breathing completely stops.
Whoa.
You try to focus on that as the blood pounds in your ears.
I'm not breathing either, which doesn't make it easy.
No. And again, it's a little blurry. Your vision's sort of hazy, but it looks like a full armored knight
What?
standing in the courtyard, staring you down.
Oh my god.
I immediately bolt to my feet and push, like, get in front of Paz.
Yeah.
Push between Paz and whatever this figure, knight-ish
God.
figure is.
Breathing
very hard.
Yeah, I think that fight or flight kicks in, and actually all of a sudden, like, the anxiety that was misplaced all of a sudden gains context and becomes part of the battle mode.
Adrenaline takes over the cortisol.
Yeah. You reach down for a weapon, any weapon, at your belt, at your side. You remember you left your backpack downstairs.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You look back towards the staircase, considering whether or not to make a bolt for it and leave Paz defenseless, or whether to stare them down barehanded. And then you look back away from the staircase, back towards the night, and there's no one there.
Whoa.
What? What's going on?
There was a night. There was a night there.
Really?
Where'd he go? Oh God, am I losing my mind? Am I dangerous? Oh God.
Hey, you couldn't hurt me.
But I'm Astra. I'm dangerous. I don't know what I am.
We got time. We can figure it out.
Aww.
We're young. We're fresh. We're spry. And she bounces back and forth from leg to leg, and then
What
she
a
winces
cutie.
on her bad leg. She's like, oh, sorry.
Don't do that.
Aww.
But what if I'm just a complication?
You can't be a complication. If you have complications, you decide what to do with that. And you're like several decades into this whole deal. I feel like if you were dangerous, it would have come up before now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just, I never thought of how much of me is based in something I don't understand. You know? Like,
Yeah.
Man, I'm not like you. I'm made of something that's volatile and unstable, and I didn't know that. And now I do, and I'm scared of myself. Even if I haven't changed, my knowledge of me has.
it can be tough incorporating hard facts about ourselves into our identity of ourselves, especially when it's like sucky stuff. But it doesn't change who you are. You're my friend. You're our friend. If there's, I don't know, explosive chemicals in your skin or whatever, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I really hope that it's not, like, in my skin, because I feel like that would be way too easy to activate. I don't know enough. We gotta find stuff out.
But you already have training with it.
I guess.
You already know how to, like, use your special glowy powers to do rad shit. I've seen it.
I mean, I guess, but I hadn't really thought of it that way. Just, I don't know, I guess I was just kind of taking it for granted.
Well, now you can look into it, with clear eyes, full hearts.
Can't lose. Man, I'm sweaty. Anxiety sweat smells so bad. I wish I had my backpack.
Paz leans down to sniff your pits and is
Don't do that. You don't want to do that.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Fran, you ascend the staircase and Paz is sniffing Ibra's pits.
I have deodorant in my backpack. You don't want to do that.
And I just immediately hand you your
thank you.
backpack.
Oh my god, thank you.
Okay.
I pull out the deodorant.
While they're doing deodorant, I just text Gordon. I'm like, I think Paz might be moving in on Ibra.
I think you see Gordon like do the 3 dots a couple times and then stops, and then 3 dots again and then stops, and then just sends the melting face.
Yes.
What does JJ see looking at you read this text?
Yeah. I read it, and I kind of laugh at first. I'm like, what? No. And then like nervous laughter.
Are you okay?
What? Get out. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Pardon me.
Total misunderstanding of the situation, but I love
this so
stirring the
much.
pot.
As you like rattle around your bag, you notice inside the bag and remember that you have the crystal of rough Astra that you found in the construction site with you.
Oh shit! Ibra like finishes with the air and is like, I just remembered I brought this with me. I pull out the box.
Oh yeah.
Should I just keep that
We can
in
put
there?
that back in the
Okay, I'm
we can
just
put that
gonna
back in
shove
the
it back down.
Are you okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Okay.
Right, Paz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
I pat you on the head a little bit.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking pretty okay to me.
Thanks. Smelling okay, too.
Yep, that's... Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you left your bag, so...
I didn't either. I
It's okay. We got it.
I'll be ready to talk about it soon. But
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna text the group chat, be like, hey, where you guys at?
Minetown Dog Park. Oh, Ferris Park.
And then I text back like,
Without me. Get over here. Okay.
you guys want to go to the dog park?
Absolutely.
Yeah!
Ibra, you pick up your backpack to hoist it onto your shoulder, and the lead box tumbles out of it.
No.
And sort of skids like 5 or 10 feet away from you across the cobbles.
Oh, shoot.
I immediately rush to it.
Ibra, Fran moves towards the box, and time slows.
Uh-oh.
The knight in armor steps up to the box.
Oh, no.
Picks it up, looks down at it, wordlessly, stone-faced looks at you, and cracks it open.
Oh my god.
Immediately, night and day, as soon as the box is open, you can feel the warmth pouring out of it. The energy that was contained inside the lead box and had no escape sort of cascades out of the box and washes over you in this time-slowed moment. Fran, you just see the box on the ground sort of like tumble and open, and you thought like you bought one with a good clasp, but apparently it pops open as soon as it hits the ground.
I panic immediately. I'm just like, I gotta get that thing immediately.
You rush forward, pick it back up, and close the lid, and behind you, you hear a loud zap. A large crack of electricity hitting the very top of the metallic debris.
Oh my god.
That made up the roof of the workshop, and cascades out from that point in several arcs before coalescing and forming at the very top of the structure. A wraith.
Oh my god!
No.
It takes a moment to scan its surroundings. It looks over the courtyard, the shafts of sunlight peeking down from up above. It scans all around. It takes in everything it can. It looks back towards you, holding the box, and screams and dives for you. We're about to roll initiative. Ibra, do you have something right before that?
Abso-fucking-lutely I do. I'm going to either a bonus action spring heal. I can jump 10 feet, just standing jump, on top of my movement.
Nice.
Or I could use the bonus action to mark. Trying to figure out which order I want to go on.
Man.
Thinking spring heal first?
Okay.
Cantrip, my jump distance increases 10 feet until the start of my next turn, and I can make a running high jump or a running long jump without a running start.
Nice.
Dive kick this son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
You sort of like,
Fucking kick.
yeah, you like dodge slide towards Fran.
Yeah. Can I use my movement within this, or
I
just
think
the bonus
I think
action?
just the bonus action.
Cool.
But that's plenty. You can get right
gonna
up
use it,
next to Fran.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're gonna roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Missing it, Gordon.
Ooh, that's nice. Got an 18.
I got a natural fuck.
Oh.
I'm going last, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
good thing for that warrior's prowess.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what they call batting cleanup.
It's a very important position.
Yes.
Yeah. Fran.
Yeah.
You are up first.
Okay. He's coming at me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the gun.
You can feel the gun jump to alertness
Whoa.
in your hand. Like
Whoa.
like all of a sudden, whatever connection Fuller has given to this gun,
Yeah.
you can feel it just like as soon as you are ready to use it, it is ready to be used.
Oh my god, amazing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna fire. So I'm just gonna roll to attack.
Can I pitch a flavor thing where when you fire the pistol, the report of the shot rings like a hammer blow?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Every bullet does that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make that sound every time.
You're actually, instead of rolling dex, you're going to add your intelligence
Oh,
because
neat.
this gun is now enchanted.
Oh my god. So it's a +3, and then I have a +5 to hit. It's still pretty bad. I think that's like 8. It's 8 to hit.
Ugh.
With all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Wraith is diving right for you.
Yeah.
And as it leaps through the air on like a flying hover course directly
Yeah.
for you, I think maybe you're just a little bit thrown by
Yeah.
like the immediate threat of it.
Yeah, I go. Yeah, it's a lot's going on. It's
Yeah.
very frantic.
It's a very fast-moving
frantic.
target.
Frantic.
Nice.
Yes, my bonus action. So that's 1 bullet. It's 2 before I have to reload. So I'm not going to reload.
Okay.
But I think I'm just. I think I'm just bracing. I think I'm just bracing
Yeah.
for whatever's about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm clutching the box very tightly.
Yes, the box is closed.
Yeah.
You reclasp it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the clasp was broken.
Yeah, I assume there's some trickery going on here.
Well, you, Mayana, know there's some trickery because I told you when I did that thing with
assumed-
Dex.
Yes, Fran is just confused and scared.
Yeah, for sure. This thing is going to finish its trajectory straight
Oh my
into you,
God, okay.
and it's going to like solidify itself as much as it can. It's going to forcefully slam you.
Ooh, boy. Okay.
Disadvantage on attack.
Oh.
Why?
Fighting style protection, reaction.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When a creature you see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Amazing.
Baby, there it is. All right,
Let's do it.
disadvantage.
Whoa.
Thank you, Longstrider.
Yeah, Ibra at the last moment like leaps to your side. No! And like pulls your hips and sidesteps you.
Whoa, hello.
And the ghost, the wraith flies past you and like skids across the ground.
Oh my god. Thank you.
It hovers uncannily back to upright, twists around on its central stem, and screams at you both.
Oh my god.
Paz stands in the shadow of the structure as the wraith flies overhead, sees it make a beeline for the two of you, and Paz is a pretty passive, pretty friendly person.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of you have ever seen her angry.
No.
I don't know if you've ever seen her enraged,
No.
but a dark storm cloud crosses her brow,
Whoa.
and her face contorts with an anger you've never seen from her. And she says, "Leave them alone!" and a giant arc of lightning zaps from her fingertips directly towards the ghost.
What?
What?
Get him,
Paz!
How?
When did she take a level?
I don't know. Well, she did get
think it was in the
touched by.
hospital.
She got touched by the spectral forces.
The lightning hits and is going to deal 1d12 lightning damage.
Boom, baby.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday, gang.
That is 11 lightning
Holy
damage.
Oh my
god.
Paz's fingers crackle with lightning, and she looks down at her hands, astounded.
She doesn't know about. Oh my
She
god.
goes, "What the hell was that?"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I told you maybe you're better than normal.
The Wandering Path was created by me, Misha Stanton, and produced by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Rafil, and me. This story was game mastered and sound designed by me, Misha Stanton, and was played and performed by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Rafil, Ian McEwen, and Mayana Barron. Cover art by Lynn Rafil, transcript assistance by Darby Summers, and music courtesy of the Independent Music Licensing Collective. Our production and house manager is Erin Bark. If you like what you're listening to, please tell your friends and let them know where to find us. Our website is wanderingpathpod.com, where you'll find links to subscribe and follow us wherever the path leads. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. We're so grateful for anything you can do to help us keep making this show. Thanks for wandering with us. Till next time.